Hello, dear children. I'm back with a new lesson. This is your teacher, Aarti Miss. Today we are going to read Chapter 7, Major Dhyan. The lesson Major Dhyan, written by Sanjay Dudhane, is a very inspiring one which tells us about the hockey finals played against Germany during the Olympic events held at Berlin in Germany on 15th August 1936. Who is a major? A major is considered as one of the most prestigious and reputed career rank in the Indian Army. Major is 2 ranks senior to that of a lieutenant and 1 rank senior to captain. A major is responsible for various strategic roles and he commands and directs a military unit. Saturday, 15th August 1936. It was the day of the hockey finals during the Olympic events held in Berlin, Germany. Berlin is the capital of Germany. Germany had defeated several teams to enter the finals against the Indian team. You know, dear children, Olympic Games are held every 4 years. Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 began on Friday 23rd July 2021 and it will end on Sunday 8th August 2021. Due to the COVID pandemic and crisis, Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 are postponed and held in 2021. The Germans were the hosts of the Olympics and they were sure of their victory. Host means to provide the space and other things necessary for a special event. Perhaps that was the reason why their ruler Hitler had himself come to watch the match. You know, dear children, hockey is an outdoor field game played between 2 teams of 11 players who use long curved sticks to hit a small ball and try to score goals. A hockey game is measured by goals, with the team scoring the most goals during a game declared victorious at the end of the allotted time for the game. All the day before, it had rained heavily. The entire field had become waterlogged. Waterlogged is filled with water, flooded. But 15th August being the last day of the games, it was not possible to postpone the match any further. The Indian team was a little under pressure as they had lost to Germany in the practice match and they were not very comfortable with the wet ground. Postpone is delay and under pressure means in a state of stress or anxiety because of having too much to do. Defeated means to win against someone in a fight, war, competition or a game. Lost means fail to win. About 40,000 people had gathered in the hockey stadium to cheer Germany against India. The Maharaja of Baroda state, the Prince of Bhopal and a few other Indians had also come to support the Indian team. Stadium is a place where sporting events are held. The match started exactly at 11 am. The German team had adopted a novel strategy of using the Indian technique of short distance passes against the Indian team itself. Novel is new. Strategy is a plan that is intended to achieve something and adopted means started to use a particular method. Pass is movement of the ball from one player to another, usually by a motion of the stick. They had resorted to a very aggressive play. Resorted means doing something in a particular situation because there is no other way of achieving something. Aggressive means acting with force and determination in order to succeed. The Indian team was offering an equally strong resistance. No team could make a goal during the first half hour. During the 32nd minute, Roop Singh scored the first goal, hitting the ball towards the goal post from a difficult angle. Resistance is strong opposition to something. Goal post is one of the two vertical posts, often painted white, that are connected with a crossbar to form a goal. Goalkeeper is the player whose responsibility is to prevent the other team from scoring. In the second half of the match, the Indian team found a firm footing. A firm footing is a phrase which means strong and in control. The entire team played as one and made three more goals against Germany. Two of them were made by the captain of the Indian team, Dhyan. However, the German players were also trying their level best to win. They too succeeded in making one goal. Now, only a few last minutes were left. Dhyan had resolved to win the match at any cost without allowing Germany to make any more goals. Resolved means decided. His spiked shoes were making it difficult for him to run fast on the wet ground. He removed the shoes and the socks and began to run barefoot. Spikes are metal points attached to the sole of a shoe to prevent one from slipping while running. Barefoot is without any footwear. Using his amazing skill of dribbling and his near magical game, he began to send one pass after another to the players in the D, that is, in the defenders or opponent's area from where they could make goals. They too did not let the passes go west. Dribbling is to run with the ball, controlling its path with the hockey stick or foot. It means moving or pushing the ball this way and that with the foot or a stick. The Indian team scored three more goals. Dhyan could have easily made the goals himself from his own position, but he never played a selfish game. Skillfully, he took the ball away from the German defenders and made it possible for the players in the D to score goals. Skillfully is capacity to do something very well. Dhyan could have easily made the goals himself from his own position, but he did not do so. He skillfully took the ball away from the German defenders and made it possible for the Indian players in the D to score goals. D is the defenders or the opponent's area. This shows us that Dhyan was not a selfish person. The German strategy had proved fruitless. A defeat stared them in the face. Some of the frustrated German players then resorted to a rough game. Fruitless is useless and frustrated is angry at being unable to produce results. The German goalkeeper pounced on Dhyan and hurt him, but Dhyan was a true soldier. Pounced is moved suddenly forward in order to attack. After a little first aid, he immediately returned to the field and held the spectators spellbound with his game. Spectators are people who watch an activity, especially a sports event, without taking part. Spellbound is with your attention completely held by what you are watching as if by magic. At last, he scored the last goal of the match just as the game drew to a close. Drew to a close means make something come to an end. The Indian team had won third time in a row. It was a hat trick. Indians were the third time winners of the Olympic gold medal. Major Dhyan was an Indian field hockey player widely regarded as the greatest in the history of the sport. He was known for his extraordinary goal-scoring feats in addition to earning 3 Olympic gold medals in 1928, 1932 and 1936 during an era where India dominated field hockey. No wonder he was called as the Indian hockey wizard. He was also known as the father of Indian hockey. Wizard means magician. Although Hitler left the stadium before the match was over, he was impressed by Dhyan Chand's game. It is said that the German dictator had offered Dhyan Chand a higher salary and rank in the German army if he agreed to play on behalf of Germany. But Dhyan Chand turned down the offer. After the celebrated victory in the Olympics, Hitler awarded a special gold medal to Dhyan Chand. Dictator is the highest level of authority, a single ruler who has all the power. Turn down means to refuse. You may be aware that hockey is our national sport. Major Dhyan Chand's birthday, August 29, is celebrated as National Sports Day in India. The famous National Stadium in Delhi is named after the great hero Dhyan Chand. The Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium is a field hockey stadium in New Delhi, India. The stadium is named after former Indian field hockey player Dhyan Chand. It served as a venue for the first Asian Games in 1951. Who knows, perhaps one of you may carry the legacy of Dhyan Chand further and win great glory for our country. Legacy means something that is a part of your history or that remains from an earlier time, or you could say something that is a result of events in the past. Glory is great admiration, honor, and praise that you earn by achieving something. The lifeless hockey stick used to come alive in the hands of Dhyan Chand. When he dribbled, the ball just wouldn't leave his stick. Some people even stole his sticks and broke them open to see whether they contained a special glue or magnet. Dhyan Chand was even made to play with other ordinary sticks, but even then his play was as charismatic as ever. Charismatic is having personal charm or very attractive. Dhyan Chand's real name was Dhyan Singh. He was a soldier in the Indian Army. He couldn't practice his game during the day because he used to be busy on his duty as a soldier. That is why he used to practice at night in moonlight. It is believed that his coach fondly began to call him Dhyan Chand, Chand meaning moon. The name stayed with him. The lesson ends here. Dear children, hard work and a will to win will always help you to achieve your goal. Whatever obstacles come your way, you should accept the challenge and go ahead, and success will surely be yours. That's it for today, my dear children. Goodbye. Stay home, stay safe.